mess, as usual. Still did it. Try to be prepared, and then I'm really not. Okay. There we go. Hey, Kresta. Hi, Brandy. All right, guys. I tried to be a little bit more prepared this morning. And I was going to put on gloves to like protect my, like I have paste in here. But the ink already blew up on me, so I don't even know if I should bother putting on gloves at this point. Hi, Kim. Hi, Janet. Welcome to Saturday morning. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. We try to rotate the lives from TikTok to YouTube, just because. And so for YouTube, I prefer to go live earlier. And so this morning, we're going to do our take on Valentine's. I got asked Tuesday night during the live on TikTok if I would do Valentine's. I'm not a card maker. I actually was a little nervous about this because I was like, I am not somebody who usually does cards. But because Collage Soup has so many cool, like Valentine's themes books out right now, plus also paper bites, I thought it would be fun to like kind of put my own spin on it. So we're going to be making cards. And I'm going to share the supplies that I'm using first so that if you want to grab those supplies, you do not have to. But I'm going to share with you the supplies that I'm using so that if you want to do something similar or you want to try something different or maybe a reminder to grab a supply that you already have, I'm going to share with you. So first up, obviously, Collage Soup. The books that I'm using this morning are White House Black Market. Is that what it's called? Oh my gosh, I need more coffee. I even took my vitamins. Let me see. Black House White Market. Black House White Market, From the Heart. And then I have some of the paper bites, the chunky bites here. I have like a whole bin of these. So I went through and tried to find like Valentine's ones or along the lines of that. You can see like there's just some really funky, cool, different. You can find all of these at collagesoup.com. I grabbed the Steampunk Fairy because I thought she was just super cool. But you can find all of the paper bites and the books at collagesoup.com. So I'm using, obviously, Collage Soup this morning, always. I did do a little bit of prep beforehand. Not too much, but I loved this. I think this is from the Heart, and I loved it, so I cut it out. I resized my images because the size that I'm using this morning, we're just going to pretend that it's like a 5x7. This is watercolor paper, so this is the other, this is my medium, the watercolor paper, because we're going to be playing with ink. So watercolor paper, Collage Soup books. Here's the images from the Black House White Market. I am obsessed. I have probably 300 iris in my yard, and so I saw this and I was like, we're taking it. This one's actually from the Heart, so it kind of inspired that black and white vibe. And then, of course, this one, and this one. How beautiful are these? I think my sister had these wedding dishes in the 80s. I'm not kidding. So these are from the Black House White Market and from the Heart. So I do have a couple images. If you're working with a smaller size like I am today and not like a normal like size journal, just go to Canva and size down like your images. Just extract them as JPEGs and size them down. I also have ink. So we've got some distress ink over here. I've got some ink from Michaels. I've got glitter, water. I've got some Dilutions, shimmer sprays. Those are my preferred. And then, of course, the texture paste. I got ambitious and I got some embossing powder out, but I don't know how much we're going to use that. So I decided yesterday I was going to make a stencil for my texture paste. And we're going to see how that goes. And all I did was take a piece of paper. This is supposedly cardstock at Michael's. It doesn't feel, it's not as, you can hear it, versus like watercolor paper. See how it's a little bit more flimsy? But it made the perfect little stencil, and so I played with it yesterday. I don't have a heart stencil, and I didn't want to go purchase one. I'm not really a heart person. Might shock you. But I do like, I like a challenge, and I like collage soup hearts. So this is what we're working with. And then, of course, some stencils. So I also have the Sacred Heart washi from Collage Soup this morning. I actually just ordered another roll because I know this is going to sell out, and it is so beautiful. CollageSoup.com. This is one of my faves. So the Sacred Heart is... All right, so we're going to get started. I have no plan, as usual, at all whatsoever. I also have the adhesive foam circles, like, to elevate some of my images, just give it a little dimension. And so we're just going to get started. And we're going to hope for the best. I am going to try to do my ghosting method this morning on one of these. I'm about to make a giant mess. Oh, I love that, Brandy. That's so fun. It's my favorite. I love it. I just love that washi so much. Okay, I'm laying down a paper towel because it's about to get real messy, and I'm actually going to protect the rest of my stuff. So I really don't have a plan. I thought it would be fun to do a couple and just try a couple different techniques. I know a lot of you were doing like card exchanges or Valentine exchanges, and it's super fun to go out and purchase Valentine's cards. It's actually very easy, right? But I know some of you are doing like 6 to 10 card exchanges. This would be a fun way to make yours really, really unique, and really original. And so that's what I'm going to do this morning. So we're going to try a little ink first. Water. And I have this stencil. I forgot that I had it, and I've been wanting to use it, and I love it. So I just thought it was cool and funky, and it's got some hearts. So we're just going to go for it. Try to get as many of those hearts in there as I can. How about that? All right, what color are we doing? I think we need to go with cherry pie. It's so red. You guys ready? It's going to be so, what am I doing? I'm like so backwards right now. It's going to be very red. And then I'm going to throw in Post Box Red. It's just a little different. Yeah, see how it's got that different? Where did I get the stencil? I got to think about this. Everybody always asks me, like, where do you get your stencils? I'm not used to not working in a journal when I do ink. My art journal is... All right, there we go. So here's the color that we got. Very bright. So now we're gonna put our stencil back on here. And now we're going to okay. Let me hold this up so you guys can see the ghosting back there. You see how the stencil is popping through the ink? Very subtle, but I like it. And also, I've not done this yet on watercolor paper, so trial and error. It is a-okay if you do not have, see how I have the splotches? embrace it. It's going to be all right. Now, you don't have to do the ink. You can absolutely just rock it with paper. I thought it's been a while for me, and I wanted to test it out. So you can see the stencil popping through. Isn't that cool? So there's that. I didn't make as big of a mess as I thought I was gonna, so that's actually okay. I think first I'm going to, before I do my texture paste, which I will tell you guys, I did use liquid pearls this morning to make it like this rose gold color, and it's actually really pretty. It gave it a little bit of a shimmer. So you can use like the Tim Holtz, is it Tim Holtz? No, it's not. Well, the texture paste is Tim Holtz. It's Distress, but the liquid pearls are from Ranger, and they just look like this. And you just add them to your ink. So I did do that. I did a little okay, so let's do this. We're gonna add, this is funky. I like the flowers. Where's the roses? Also, I do have a little bit of a funky, somebody's gonna be like, what are you doing? This is not Halloween, but it's always Halloween in my house, as my daughter says. And I'm not going to be too upset if this stamp doesn't do what I want. And I'm also lazy and didn't go find a block. So we're just going to try our best, okay? So it's a spider web. Let's just make it happen. Yeah, see? Like a little bit of a spider web up in the corner there. Love. Someone asked, yeah, it's liquid pearl, so it's not really, you could do it. It will be very liquidy, so like minimal drops. I would actually use maybe like one of the sprays and just drop a couple drops in, just to see like how that would go. The liquid pearls is, I don't know how to explain it, but it's thick. I mean, it's basically pearlescent paint, but it's not as liquidy. Does that make sense? It almost feels like primer for your face. So that, I would be very curious. Okay, so let's look. Now that we've got this spider web on here, I'm just thinking, I do have her, and I do love her, and I want to cut her out, I think. So I would need to cut her out regardless. I should have cut her out beforehand, but this took longer than I thought this morning prepping. Yeah, story of my life. We're just going to do like a little raw cut on her. I'm probably going to give this to my sister. She's like a big, like red and pink. I mean, she likes hearts. She's very girly, and she would probably appreciate this. So we're just going to give her this. Let's see how it turns out. But Collage Soup Images making it super easy this morning for me to do this. And I had a great time going through the paper bites as well, just trying to figure out like what I wanted to use. And the images, the books are so fun. There are a couple of new books up on the site as well. Just trying to see if I got everything. There we go. So we just cut her out. I I do believe she is from the book From the Heart. And if she's too big, I'll just lower her a little bit. Thanks, Janet. Oh, Trisha Ruth, I love that. I'm just debating if I want to use her or not. I do have a couple of these angels as well that I just need to cut out. And I didn't cut out. I didn't finish cutting out. And he doesn't seem like he would be too hard. I don't know. So we're just going to try that. I'm not going to lie. When you guys were like, oh, do Valentine's cards, I was like, I'm not a card maker. So I stressed about it. And then I was like, you know what? I'm just going to do what I know what to do. Art journaling, collage, and make it my own. So that's what we're doing this morning. So I wouldn't really say Valentine's cards, so to speak, but if you look at the oracle cards that I've been making, this is like something similar, right? And I just think it's pretty dope. It's different style, and you can do whatever you want. That's the beauty of art. And I think that Collage Soup does a great job of like kind of inspiring that within us to think outside the box, make things our own, and just sort of like trial and error, right? Everything I do is trial and error. Everything. I also have black texture paste, which I think I might use on this dude. I don't know yet. Let's see. Yeah, it's true. That's right. If you put a Valentine's message on it, it's Valentine's. I'm here for that. All right, we've got the spider web. I don't know about this. I do love this heart, though. I don't know, y'all. This is my problem. So we might try the flowers. I like a ripped effect, so we're just gonna... And if you have a bunch of this excess like this, you either rip it off or you can use ink or both. Don't stress it. I also don't ever stress if I rip too much because you can fix it. Yeah, and that's what we're doing. 100%. I mean, if I like it, I might keep it for myself and just use it as an oracle. We don't know yet. Let's play with this. Thank gosh I got a lot of these. Collage Soup for the win. There's so many, like, fun, she has, like, all these fun paper bites. Hi, Sammy Ann. I know, the contrast is fun, and it's just funky. I'm not someone who is going to go for the norm. I know you guys are shocked. just debating. I don't know. This is tough. I like the little angel, but I also want to do... I mean, here's the thing. I don't have to make this... I think we're going to do what I think I'm going to do what I feel good doing. So we're just going to go for it, okay? And then I'm going to take the black texture paste. Look at my paper towel. Isn't that cool? That's fun, right? And I'm going to try to use one of my stencils. You do not need a lot when it comes to this stuff at all. And the beauty of the texture paste is that if you mess up, you can wipe it really pretty quick and then move on. Stevie Nicks getting me through this. I'm sweating. I don't know why I'm nervous. My little homemade stencil. Necessity is the mother of invention. I live by this. See, that one I messed up a little bit. I think it's fine. I think I'm being hard on myself. Yeah, love. So fun. I know, I'm like, I just can't. I'm not a normal. I know, I mean, I just don't know what normal is. But it's so funny, too, because I just don't want... Oh, see, I just messed up. Oh, hey, I didn't. Okay. It stayed. I'm shook. I think I'm going to try to add a little bit of glitter to these, though. I couldn't find my black glitter, so we're just going to play with some silver. A little bummed out, but it's all right. Oh, yeah. See that glitter? It's like, look at the glitter. I don't want to stress about it. And I stressed and stressed and stressed. And I thought, I'm just going to do what I know to do. Like what I feel comfortable with doing. And that was like collage, art journaling, like that style. Because I am by no means like a card maker. But I can do this. I'm also going to do... I like these for ink because the brushes are really otherworldly. I just think they're so good. You can do this with your journals too. I can guarantee you right now, if you're into it and you like to do that work, somebody who gets one of these from you is going to appreciate it so much more. I mean, not that I don't love regular cards, but if you're in an exchange, I think personally it would be really fun to get something like this because I mean, it's literally an original. You created it yourself. And so just throwing that out there. Just throwing that out there. I wonder if I should do my white, which have been doing me pretty dirty lately. I'm afraid to use, I agree, Trisha Ruth. I love it, but I can't find my, I can't find my black. I have this really beautiful, like, black iridescent glitter. And right now, oh, I like that. It kind of splattered a little bit. I might just actually splatter it anyway. And the glitter kind of went up on this little guy's wing, and I love that. I wonder if I can get it to, like, do its thing. Sweet. Not on his face. Little serendipitous moment there because the paint splattered when I was writing, and then it inspired me to... I'm just trying to keep up on my coffee. I'm turning into my mother. Hi, you guys. Thanks for being here and hanging out this morning. Okay, let me just dry this a little bit, and then... I might keep it. Maybe not. We don't know. Collage soup for the win. And, like, that's the thing about the books. There's so many fun elements in there. You just never know. You just never know. I'm going to flip it over so that it'll uncurl. And you got those little, like glittery hearts. Not done, though. I'm going to add a little something to him. Thanks, Cresta. She does a great job. Let me see here. I'm just looking. I have these little Tim Holtz quotes, and I thought, what could I... I wonder if I could cut this. I'm gonna, because I don't like that it's so long. Of course I got white paint on it. Of course I did. Thanks, Allie. Isn't it so cute? Hi, Rhonda. So we just used watercolor paper and we did the ink. And you can see the subtle ghosting back here of the stencil. And then I just used a spiderweb stencil. The Collage Soup books are From the Heart and Black House White Market. I thought we would go a little funky today and try something different. And then just some ink, some black texture paste, some glitter. The quote says, keep some room in your heart for the unimaginable. So fun, right? It's Totally not your average Valentine's card, but I think that's why I love it. I have a hard time making stuff like that, and so I thought, well, how are we gonna? I thought that was something on my shirt. I was like, it would not be shocked. Okay, let's do another one. I'm gonna grab another piece of paper. I have a lot of images here from Collage Soup, so let's see what we got. I mean, I can grab, guys. I have so much in my binder down here, but I thought this one was cute too. I don't know if it's too cute. I don't know if it's too cute. Yeah, it might be too cute. Let me see here. I kind of like the idea of using up these flowers. Where's my other images? Oh, here they are. I was like, wait, I have more. The irises, I'm literally obsessed with. I might be doing some stuff with these iris because, like, those are so good. I love the eyes. Thought those were fun. This one's cool, but I don't know if it's going to be cool, like, if it's funky. I guess it's cool. That's cool. All right, we'll do that. Thanks, guys. Oh, I wish it was snowing here. It is not snowing here. Gonna bust out some Oohoo. I'm probably the worst person too because I never say like, hit the like, hit the like. I don't. I think I want to have some funky hearts, so I'm gonna go right here. So just some Oohoo on this watercolor paper that I cut down. And this is also, I do believe, from the book From the Heart. There are some new Collage Soup books on the website this morning. Let me go look really quick and tell you guys too. There is, I could have sworn there was. Let me look. Looks like, well, the Wondrous Widgets ebook, something to talk about ebook. I need to get that Wondrous Widgets. It looks really funky and cool. That one looks fun. It is not snowing by me. The sun is out. My fish in my pond appreciate the weather. I am like, where's my winter weather? So it's just hard to think that I guarantee you we'll get it in February. That's usually how it goes here. We get the... Oh, you did, Brandy? So good. Okay, this one we're gonna do red. We're gonna do some red stuff. But I also have that that paste that I used the pearl, the liquid pearls with, so I think I want to use that as well. So this background from the heart, it's just paper. Guys, look how easy. And then she's cool. This is cool too. I got a bunch of different images from the books, sized some down. I have some of the chunky bites, the paper bites. Love these, especially on this paper with that black and white. The contrast is really, really good. Like I love. And then the red pop. The red with her. I might do something a little different. I love Shrooms and Blooms. It's one of my favorite books ever. Ever, ever, ever. I love that book. Okay, I think I'm going to do something a little different this route. The beauty of this too is that you could take the digibytes and you could, because those are JPEGs, when you extract that file from Collage Soup and you download those, and you can put them into Canva and you can make a sheet of them. You can resize them and then you can cut them out, and then you have these beautiful images for your cards and your projects. So think of it like that too, you guys. I kind of like this. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep it really simple, but I'm going to add some red to her, and then I think I'm going to try the texture paste that I added the liquid pearl to. So let's just go for it. I'm going to use one of my, I think for this, just looking at my microscopic little hearts here. They're so tiny. Use this, I think. Where's my... Right. So, again, just took the regular opaque texture paste, and I added, like, it looks like a pinkish rose gold liquid pearl to make it, like, just a little, oh, I'm nervous. I don't know why I get nervous. I'll just do one. I'm going to see how I like it. I don't even need that much texture paste. I don't even know why I made this much. You need, like, the smallest amount ever. Oh, it's very light. I might have to add some glitter to it. Live and learn, y'all. This is how we learn. It's super light. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a couple of these random little hearts and then probably pop some glitter on them. It's almost like a nude color. Yeah, let's add some glitter. That's like super light. Hold up. I don't know where my gold is. I want gold. It just went all over me. Cool. If I give this one to my sister, definitely has to have glitter. Because that's the kind of person she is. She's a glitter person. See the little, like, I don't know if you guys can see the little glitter. Just got in my coffee. There's like little touches of glitter on there. I don't know if you guys can see them. It's really light. So I'm glad I didn't go too crazy with that. I am going to take... I don't know if I've only been live for 38 minutes. I'm shocked right now. I have to say, starting out my morning here with you guys is the best. Okay, so we're gonna add, I have an open container of these somewhere. And I don't know where they are. So I had to get more. Story of my life. It's not. There goes my stomach. Okay, so now we've got, see how it's like, just like a little like 3D almost, and I'm gonna add some stuff to it. I think I'm gonna do the edges in the red because she is like, I don't have a red. Wait. It would have been really cool if I bought my supplies out that I use normally, but I didn't. So I cheated and used a darker brush because I didn't have the red, but it's popping through, so I'm not too worried. I just want it to look kind of messy. I don't want it to look perfect. So far, this is what we have going on. And collage soup, paper bites. Let me look and see, like, really quickly. I was trying to, like, have stuff together and be more prepared today. Although I feel like I am a little bit more prepared. I think I'm gonna do a collage one here in a sec too, with scraps. Make a funky little collage card on this paper that I have. Okay, let me see really quick on the. I'm looking. Let's have some coffee while we look. Okay, so. Ooh, the mismatch crews. Those are sticky bites. That would be fun. Any of these would. Any of the paper bites, the sticky bites, any of these would be really, really fun to use. The Celestial Dreams paper bites would be fun. There is the Floral 101 paper bites, the Love Bites. These are the ones that I'm using this morning. The Love Bites, which have like the hearts that you're looking at, the roses, these ones right here, the Love Bites. And this one is, I want to use this one so bad. I think we're going to do this one next. This is cool. This is like my favorite one. But it has like the angels and the hearts, and it's just a funky. So those are the Love Bites. They're at collagesoup.com. And it's, I do believe you get, let me see. I'm going to make sure. You get a lot, you guys. There's a lot in there. I want to say all of mine are in a bin, but you get 2 of each design. So I think there's 24. So that's kind of fun. Okay, let's find a little quote for her and finish her up. What did I do with them? Should I pick like, oh, I have like my Halloween ones, which I think would be kind of fun and dark. And not match. Which I think would be more fun. Let's see. But if I give this to my sister, I might not want to do a Halloween one. I know, it's fun to use the ink. Use what you have. Look at the little glitter hearts too. Just a few. There's just a couple there. But like, and then you have that dimension. It's just fun. The black and white, Black House White Market is really fun. And, dang, this one's good. I think we're going to use this one. It's totally me. It says, she did not belong in this place. I don't know. I like that. Okay, so there's the... I just stuck that in my paste. So we have the two. Where's the other one? Oh, here it is. So far. How cool are these, you guys? They're so fun, right? I love them. And they're so different. Like, hi, Pixel Paws. I just think these are so fun. So if you're in a Valentine exchange, I think that it would be really fun if you did something like this. And just spent an afternoon, like, crafting and going through, like, these beautiful collage soup books and having fun with your papers and your ink. I just think it'd be so fun. Let's do a collage one really quick. So this is a paper that I'm going to use. This is that Michaels. These come in a pack. There's like 50 or 100. They say they're cards, but I don't believe them. So we're just going to use this. It's thinner, but I'm going to test it out. I'm going to test out this paper. Okay, Rhonda, I'm so excited for you. And you guys, if you don't have the Love Bites, it's not too late to order those on the site. They're so good. Ooh, there's bunch. There's some that I don't even have. I might need some. I like that heart. Did I use it already? I might have used it. I have a whole bag of bites. But they're so fun. They're on the ephemera page. I'm looking at something. But the books, too, have... You're going to have... like individual images, like I said, that you can size down, just like I did with that angel, with like these style of hearts, or like images, and then these hearts right here too. You have all these different images in these books that you can size down and play with. So let's pick out, man, these iris, so good. I put all of my Valentine's paper or heart paper in my bin. So I'm just sort of like going through here real quick, looking to see if it's like easy access. I don't know why I did that. The bites are really fun, and you get a pack of 24. So you're gonna get 2 of each image. I love that it's given the Queen of Hearts vibe. I think so too. I'm just going through my papers really quickly. I have a lot of funky backgrounds, so I think it'd be fun to just look and see. And you guys, you don't have to use like your typical Valentine background too. Like I use Hexapeel. I was using a couple of darker books the other day because I wanted to mess around with those. You can literally use like straight Oracle Grunge. That would be fun. I'm gonna do that. But then there's also books like I think the Lost Letters. That would be so beautiful as backgrounds. This Black House White Market. I love this book. Okay, here they are. I was like, where are these backgrounds? I knew I had them in here. I tried to keep everything pretty organized. There's that one. And then we've got, there's like all kinds of beautiful little backgrounds. I don't want beautiful today though. I want, and then like, look at this. Look at how cute these would be for your Valentines. These little cutouts. Those are precious. Like, lots of really cool bits in the books that you can have fun with. Okay, this one's really cool, and she is giant. Did I resize her the other day? I did, but, like, I think we played with her the other day. This one would be really fun, too, as a background. Lots of cool backgrounds. The books, again, you're looking at From the Heart, Punch Drunk Love, I think Black House, White Market, Queen of Hearts would be fun. I love this background. This is, like, cute. Oh, here's some hex appeal in here. Hang on. Yeah, I've got some hex appeal printed because I like a dark background. But, like, there's this one, too. Look at that one. It's kind of grungy and fun, right? I like ones that don't necessarily go together or match. Yeah, I've got a lot of, you got like stuff like this too. It's really cute and fun. You could also use like old paper, ephemera scraps that you have, music sheets, things like that. Oh, Janet, that makes me so happy. It's one of my faves too. And not just because it's mine, but I do love that book. Guys, I'm like literally kind of obsessed with these a little bit. I don't know if I want to give one to my sister. Let's do one more. If you guys are okay with one more. Let's try one more. That is hot. Okay. When I say I have all the paper bites, I mean it. And I don't know what I did. I think I put the bag back. I was going to grab some and just do like a funky one, but we have some here on the table, so we're just going to go with it. And we're just going to grab some different... I really like the eyes. I think these are cool. Okay, let's do this. I've got some scraps of these roses from Black House White Market, and I'm a little obsessed with these, so I think we're going to use them. You know, I really wanted to emboss this morning, and I don't even think I have... I think I'm being ambitious. It's okay. We're going to glue. Yeah. Okay, we're just going to take these. These are pre-cut from Michael's. It's like a card pack. And we're just going to take a ripped scrap. We're going to lay it down. And then we're going to take another ripped scrap and we're going to lay it down. This is why I buy so much. Ooh, by the case. Okay, we're just going to do... I don't want it that big, though. It's okay. I can cover it with... And then we're going to take the last part of this scrap. I think, yes, I love. And we're just going to do this one, like, just like that. So currently looks like this, and we're gonna cut it up. We're gonna clean it up. Now, you could just use cardstock. You could use paper that you have. And I love the books because they make it easy with the backgrounds. If you're somebody who doesn't feel like, you know, you're ready yet to venture out into just, you know, whatever, like, use the backgrounds. Just use them. Like this rose right here. She's going to be a scrap. She's going to be a good scrap. Okay, so now we've got this guy, which is different. My cat is trying to get in here. Can you hear her? Nope. 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 And oh, girlfriend. I really like this heart, but I think I need to make like a darker page. Like, I think I need to use the eyeballs next and do that, which it might happen. But we have some really cool, like, look, I got this guy. He's cool. I'm going to cut out, I think, a couple of these really quick. Actually, hold up. I just got an idea. Using some of these scraps up. Let me see something. Can you hear my cat? Bye, guys. We're almost to an hour. Look at us go. We're almost there, you guys. I'm just thinking. I just keep debating, like, do I want that? Do we want maybe this on here? Because it doesn't match at all, and I kind of like that. Because it's got that contrast. I think I like this. Okay, so I'm just using up another one of the paper bites. We're going to finish this one. So fun. Okay, and we're just going to put that over that. I know it defeated the purpose of that paper, but I do kind of like the way that that looks. And then what I'm going to do is... I still have these hearts, though, so I'm just debating. What are we saying yes, LOL to? You know, sometimes you do something and then you debate it, and then you're like, I don't know if I want that. That just happened. I think I'm overthinking the collage card. I'm going to use this rose scrap. Ooh, I like that. You can hear my cat. I know she's crazy. She wants to come in. She's like, please. I kind of like the idea of making this like the other one. So we're going to do that. So I just used the scrap from that rose paper from Black House White Market, and we're going to give this card a little dimension. Okay, like this. Right over one of the other flowers in the corner there. But I like the way that it looks. And so I don't know. I just think that, I don't know. I liked it. I didn't like the placement of the heart, so to speak. So the good news is that I can save the heart and use it another time. I don't know why I'm struggling with this one. I don't know. I think we might just have to like do something trashy with it and be done with it. Otherwise, I'll sit here all day and stare at it. Let's see. Do we want... I just feel like that red is just not... I'm not feeling it. I'm trying not to get in my head about this. So, looking at the other two that were like, whoo, and then I'm like, oh gosh, how can I finish this one and make it look like kind of cool? No, you don't need to come in. He is like so needy. I know which cat it is. I can tell by the meow. Okay, got that. I'm gonna let that dry for a second. Meanwhile, we're gonna take our ink. I got a little bit left on this. So we're just gonna do this really quick and then we'll be done. We knew there was gonna be a little grungy one in here. I did. I kind of want to hit this flower up here with this. I always get nervous when I use the white because it picks up all the other colors. Like it's doing right now. That's what I'm doing. I'm like, I cannot overthink this. And I was. I'm going to take this, though, because I do not want a mess. Why does the distress spray gotta do me dirty? It totally just went everywhere. Did you guys see that? I think instead of using the spray, I'm going to use the marker. Okay. Come on. Come on, paint. There we go. I just went on my shirt, too. I gotta stop wearing black when I do crafts, guys. It's like everywhere. This one is just really trashy. I feel like I could have done way different on this, but we're okay with it. At least I am. The point is just to do it. I wanted to use up some scraps. Nope, Cassie, it actually does dry pretty quick. Like the paint sticks. I can't really show you because I have ink on me, but they do dry super, super quickly. And so you don't have to like worry about drying them or anything. They do dry pretty quick. Let's just focus on the other two right now that I made that are like way more, just so much fun, right? And then we've got our little trashy one, which I still actually love. And we did do a little dimension here. Now, this wasn't the watercolor paper. This was the Michael's card paper. So it's got like a little funky shape to it. And so she's just like a little more funky. But so it's like warped almost, if that makes sense. You see how the paper is kind of like, so yeah. I like my paint sticks. I like using them with collage soup. I like grunging things up clearly. I think I'm going to do something else on this one. I just don't know what yet to finish it because it's just so sad down here. Oh, that would have been cute. Maybe that. Maybe I'll do that. What if we did this? I'm going to just glue it. I'm going to glue it. And I'm actually, I think, going to leave the edge because I like that it's kind of junky. So see how on the back you can see like but I like that. And then I'm going to take my, it's like no more. Oh, there it goes. And then we have this extra heart here. Where's my other two? Oh, they're right here. This is my life, especially when my desk gets messy. All right, so this is my take on Valentine's because you guys can literally make them however you want and do whatever you want. And I feel like collage soup just makes it super, super fun and easy. Use what you have. Like, grab some new books, grab a book, but look around your room. Do you have inks? Do you have stickers? Do you have, paper? You can make your own stencils like I did if you have a punch out, markers, all the things. Just go for it and try it and have fun with it. Because seriously, like, I just think it would be so fun to get something like this. Not that purchasing cards is not cool. I just think if you are somebody who likes to create, this is such a fun way, especially if you guys are doing those like exchanges right now with your friends. I don't know. I just feel like it's just super meaningful when you make it. And of course it's going to be super original and different. I hope that no one else, I mean, I'm pretty sure nobody else has this one. But that's my take on Valentine's. You can get all the stuff at collagesoup.com, you guys. Check out the new books. Get the love bites. Those are so good. These are the paper bites that I was using this morning. There's a ton, but remember, there's 24 in a pack, so you're going to get 2 of each design. I love these. Thank you, guys. I get nervous because here's the thing. I am not a card maker. So when you guys asked me to make cards, I was like, oh, no. I'm not somebody but I can do something like this. So I had to take it back to what I know, which is art journaling and like collage and just trashing up my stuff. And so I think these are just a really fun, cool way. And you can write like a sweet little note on the back to your homie. Or you can keep it in your own journal. I might keep those in my journal. I ain't gonna lie. So hopefully you guys loved this. Thank you so much for being here. Next Saturday we'll be over on TikTok. But we'll be there on Tuesday night as well. And I really appreciate you sticking around and hanging out for over an hour this morning while I figured out the situation. Next time I'm going to wear gloves for sure. So I can't wait to see what you guys create. Don't forget to tag Collage Soup in your creations so that we can share it out and we can see all the cool things that you guys are doing with your stuff. So let me see here. I'm going to stick these back in and get organized. All right. You guys have a beautiful rest of your weekend. And hang on really quick. And I'll see you Tuesday night over on TikTok.